In this video, I'm going to be revealing to you some of Brisbane's most overpriced suburbs and where you should buy instead. My name's Luke, I talk all things real estate, renovating and financial freedom, and Brisbane is getting pricey. There's a lot of demand moving into the Brisbane market, both from overseas and interstate, and some of these suburbs we're talking about today are well overpriced. So what can you do about it? Are there like-for-like suburbs that present similar lifestyle, similar schools, similar opportunities for a lower price point? The first suburb on our list is New Farm. As you can see on screen, the median price for a property in New Farm is $2.835 million. Now don't get me wrong, New Farm's a great place to live. It's got the parklands, which are super popular, soccer fields, cafes. It's in towards the CBD. It's landlocked by the river. It's got all the lifestyle factors going for it. Now, in my opinion, New Farm is a little overhyped and overpriced at $2.8 million. The homes there are very expensive, and I think you can get similar lifestyle close to the CBD, close to a lot of shops and restaurants and parklands in a suburb called Highgate Hill. Now you can buy in Highgate Hill for $1.815 million at this point in time, and it's had stronger growth in the last 12 months as compared to New Farm. Now on a map you can see New Farm over here, bordered by the Brisbane River. It's got shops and precincts down on James Street here, and some amazing bakeries in New Farm as well. And then you've got the parklands alongside the water. Now in Highgate Hill, you have access to West End, which has some amazing markets and shops. You've got access to the river down by South Bank. You've got the parklands, you've got the city just across the river. So New Farm and Highgate Hill are very comparable, in my opinion, in terms of lifestyle, but in price point, they're roughly $1 million apart from the median home. So New Farm overpriced, Highgate Hill maybe a better option. The next suburbs on our list are absolute crackers, and these are Wishart and Mansfield. These are so popular at the moment due to the school, Mansfield State High School. There's overseas migrants moving into Brisbane and going, this is the school we want to get our kids into. There's people moving up from Sydney and Melbourne and Canberra. And again, they're going, we want to get our kids into Mansfield State High School catchment, and we'll do anything to get into that school zone. Now, the current median price point in Mansfield is $1.1 million, up 6.5% in the last 12 months. And as you can see, it's had a significant run up in prices from a median of around $734,000 up to that $1.1 million mark in the last few years. So if Mansfield and Wishart are potentially overpriced, what suburbs could you potentially look at to get some more bang for your buck? In my opinion, Stafford is the pick on the north side. You can see here that you can break into the Stafford market at a median price point of $957,000. So that's $150,000 less than Mansfield price point at this point in time. It's still got some great school catchments. It's still got proximity to Brisbane CBD. It's north side. I'm a south sider, but some people love the north side. So if that's your thing, you can get in at a cheaper price point and potentially get similar lifestyle, similar schools for a similar difference from the CBD. Everything's pretty similar. The next suburb on my list is Carindale. Carindale for a long time has been known as a very expensive area. It's got the big houses, the gated communities, the swimming pools, the pool rooms, some extra space in those homes. They're big homes on big blocks. The median price point is $1.435 million at this point in time. And you can see here, the past 12-month growth is up 4.7%. So where is there better value buying at this point in time than Carindale in the Brisbane market? So on this map, you can see Carindale down here where my cursor is. And just north of it, there's a suburb called Carina, which I think presents a lot better value for the price and the money at this point in time. Carina's median price point is $1 million, up 1.2% in the past 12 months. And if you have Carindale type money in Carina, you'll be able to buy a lot of home for your money. And in my opinion, if you look at the Google Maps here, you can see Carina is very well located. It's got access to the train lines which run in towards the CBD. You can still just pop down to Carindale shops just south of the suburb, and you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck in Carina than Carindale at this point in time, in my opinion. The next suburb on my list is Grange. This is located just north of Brisbane CBD, and the median price point at this point in time is $1.5 million, down 3.8% in the past 12 months growth. Now, Grange is very well located from Brisbane City. As you can see on screen here, Grange is just a few kilometres north of Brisbane CBD, roughly 4 kilometres from the city. It's got access to the train line which runs into the CBD. It's got parklands, schools, amazing primary schools, some football clubs, access to sporting facilities just below at Suncorp, and university at QUT. Now, where can you get similar amenity and infrastructure for a much lower price point? In my opinion, that's the suburb of Greenslopes on the south side of Brisbane. Again, it's roughly 4 to 5 kilometres south from the CBD. Its median is much lower at $1.165 million. If you take a look on screen here, you can see that Greenslopes, similar to Grange, is a similar proximity from Brisbane CBD. Also like Grange, it's got a busway rather than a train line which runs in towards the CBD. It's got a hospital located in the centre of the suburb. It's got access to parklands and shops. It's got access to some great school zones as well. And so Greenslopes for $400,000 less looks like a good buy compared to Grange in my opinion. Now, funnily enough, you need to take that last one with a grain of salt because our offices and our triple Gable Queenslander is located in Greenslopes, and we love that suburb ourselves. So when you're looking at these suburbs and comparing what I think are overpriced suburbs to similar suburbs that have great value, value is in the eye of the beholder. If you think one suburb is absolutely worth the money and you want to spend $2.5–3 million in New Farm, but I think you could get a similar lifestyle in Highgate Hill or Kangaroo Point, then it's totally up to you if you've got that kind of money and you want to spend it where you want to spend it. At the end of the day, these price points are driven by supply and demand. All of the suburbs we've looked at today are in the blue chip inner ring of Brisbane. And so it's going to come down to what owner-occupiers largely want, because at the end of the day, the property market is driven by owner-occupiers. If they're willing to pay more money for a certain suburb, then obviously the prices are going to continue to rise in that area unless more supply comes onto the market from sellers willing to sell. So do you think we've found Brisbane's most overpriced suburbs? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you're looking for a Brisbane buyer's agent to secure your own home or an investment property here in the Brisbane market, then head over to purposeproperty.com.au to book in a free strategy session with myself. We're going to sit down, chat about your situation, talk about our services and what we do here at Purpose Property, and then leave some time for some questions at the end. So I'd love to have a chat with you. Head over to purposeproperty.com.au to book in that free session. Now, if you click this video over here, YouTube thinks you're really going to like it, so you better click that video. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.